Once Upon a Time Stories from Leicester Library's Neighbourhood Services. I'm Sandy, and the story I've got to share today is called Max and the Magic Porridge Pot. Now, Max and Mum were always very busy. On Monday, they made the beds and fed the dog and fed the cat and fed the birds outside, and then Max said, "I'm hungry." So Mum went to the cupboard and she got down the magic porridge pot and she put it on the table. Then she shut her eyes and she stirred 1, 2, 3 times, and when she opened her eyes, porridge was bubbling up out of the magic pot. Sweet, delicious porridge. "Stop, pot, now stop," said Mum. And the pot stopped making porridge. And Max and Mum ate it all up. On Tuesday, Mum and Max were busy again. They washed the plates and they went for a walk and they fed the dog and fed the cat and fed the birds outside, and then Max said, "I'm hungry." So Mum got the magic porridge pot and she put it on the table. And Mum and Max, can you remember, shut their eyes and they stirred 1, 2, 3 times. And when they opened their eyes, the sweet, sticky porridge was bubbling up in the magic porridge pot. "Stop, pot, now stop," said Mum, and the magic porridge pot stopped. On Wednesday, Mum and Max got up, got dressed, and did the washing, and they hung the clothes out to dry. And then Max said, "I'm hungry." So Mum got the magic porridge pot and put it on the table. But then she looked. "Oh, it's raining, my washing." And she ran outside. Max looked at the magic porridge pot. "I'm hungry," he said. I'll do it," said Max. Can you remember what to do? He shut his eyes and he stirred 1, 2, 3 times, and when he opened his eyes, the magic porridge pot had started to fill with delicious sticky porridge. "One bowl for you, 1 bowl for me," said Max. "Stop now, pot." But the magic porridge pot didn't stop. "That's enough," said Max. But still, porridge came bubbling out of the pot, and it filled to the top and came over the top of the pot. "Please stop," said Max. But the porridge pot kept on making delicious, sweet, sticky porridge. It went over the pot and across the table, and over the table and onto the floor. "Oh no, oh help," said Max. "Oh, woof, 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 I'll help," said the dog, and meow, "I'll help," said the cat, and they started to lick up the porridge on the floor. "I'll help," said Max, and he picked up his spoon and he scooped porridge with his spoon and his hand and his spoon and his hand off the table. And then Mum came in with the washing and, "Oh my, what a mess!" She looked at the table and she looked at the floor, and then she looked at Icky, Sticky, Dog and Cat and Max. "I'm full," said Max. And Mum said, "Stop, pot, now stop." And the magic porridge pot stopped. "Bath time," said Mum. So off went Max to rub-a-dub-scrub in the tub. But the next day, Max and Mum went shopping. And they were very busy. They were busy buying milk and porridge oats and honey and a shiny new pan, a saucepan. And when they got home, Mum put the pan on the stove and Max poured in the milk, and then he shook in the oats, and then Mum stirred with Max, 1, 2, 3, with their eyes open, and slowly the porridge got sticky and thick and smelled delicious. "1 bowl for you, 1 bowl for me," said Max. And then they took the honey and dribbled a sticky spoon on top, and it was delicious. So, the magic porridge pot, well, as far as I know, it's still in the cupboard. But maybe you can ask Max next time you see him. Bye.